Playing games is fun. Well, most of the time. But my god, are games expensive now. I swear they are raising the price of these games by £10 almost every year. It costs £70 to just get a AAA game now. So obviously it's a huge investment to buy a game nowadays. You have to choose what game will be the most valuable to you. And for most people, the way they value a game is by seeing how long the game will take to finish. But in my opinion, this is an incredibly stupid way to judge a game's worth. If you were to set the calculations of the time to value as, say, £1 per hour, like most people do, that means the only games worth full price are ones that take up like 70+ hours of your life, which is like none of the good games. I'm mainly making this video because I saw a lot of people complaining about the Dead Space remake's length. A huge argument as to why people were not buying the game was the fact it's about 8 hours long. If you think this is a bad thing, you're a bit of a silly Billy, a bit of a ninky nonk, a bit of a stupid Dead Space and games like it are fairly shortish, sure, but it's 8 hours of quality. It's an 8-hour roller coaster ride you are most likely to remember than a big ass 100-hour empty open world game. Oh look, Forspoken is on the screen again. How much was that again? Oh, by the Playtime Value logic, Forspoken is worth full price. A lot of these shorter games under 10 hours are some of the best games ever made in my opinion, and I'm not even exaggerating here. For example, I finished Hi-Fi Rush recently and it took me around 9 hours to complete the game, and it was possibly one of the best 9 hours I've spent on a game. There wasn't a moment that felt like it dragged or anything. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that I feel like I didn't get my money's worth with this game. This isn't even taking into account replayability. Now, back on the topic of games like Dead Space, the low playtime argument doesn't even work because of the insane replay value of Dead Space. Hell, play through that shit on New Game Plus and it almost doubles your playtime. Hell, to prove this point, a game like Dead Space, The Evil Within, yes, I'm talking about The Evil Within again on this channel, I have over 100 hours in that game, when on average it should take around 15.5 hours to complete, and that's just from playing the game on different difficulties and on New Game Plus. I have 100 hours in The Evil Within. Jesus fucking Christ, I need to go outside. Now, I want to make it clear that none of this is me saying that long games are objectively worse, because they're not, like, at all. I love Yakuza, and I recently beat Yakuza 5, which took me a whopping 30+ hours to beat. It was just a good old time all the way through. I'm also currently playing through Persona 5, which takes up to 100 hours to finish. But see, I wouldn't buy Persona 5 for full price because of the time it takes me to finish the game. I would buy it because of what the game is.
If it's not fun, why bother?
The value of a game should always be measured on whether the game is actually good or not how long it takes to finish. There are a lot of games that I've put significantly less time into that I treasure and enjoy way more than games I put more time into too. For example, I have 140 hours in Dead by Daylight, and then on the other hand, I have 9 hours in Wolfenstein the Old Blood. Yet, I feel like I got way more value out of buying Wolfenstein the Old Blood because of the experience it gave me playing through it. It was 9 hours of quality, rather than only actually enjoying about 6 hours of the 140 hours I spent on Dead by Daylight. Playtime should never be a determining factor of a game's quality, and if you do use how long a game is to determine its worth, you're probably missing out on so many awesome games that you don't even realize could be some of the best games you've ever played. If you want to check out some games you may have missed at a discounted price, then check them out on Green Man Gaming. They got some generous discounts over there. Check the link below to see some of those discounts on games you may be interested in. And stop saying longer games are better because they just aren't. It's stupid.